guys, and we're here today with a Halloween deck profile. Yes, this is the Ghostrick deck that I have here, and I have done deck profiles on Ghostricks. I really do enjoy playing Ghostricks, so I have done this deck before. I have updated it, made it a little bit faster, I feel, and the deck's just, it's really good. I really hope this card comes out, because it's really great, although a horrible name. Why couldn't they just stick with Spoiled Angel instead, though? Apparently the English name, if it comes out for English, is going to be Dorklord. Yet that's really, I just don't like that name. Like, Konami's failing on names. But yet here we have, excuse me, all the Ghostrick cards. So I'll go right in. We have Exodius. The Ghostrick monsters are very important. This is a very big stall deck, and there are 6 monsters, 2 different monsters. We're running 6 total that stall just by themselves, and so you really need them. The only problem Exodius presents is that he will clog up your board. And that can be very annoying. But yet here we have one of our win conditions, and that is Ghostrick Skeleton. Literally, you can win a game if you get his effect off once and you only hit 1 card, because what he does is he banishes the top card of your opponent's deck face down up to the number of Ghostrick monsters you control. They pretty much, if your card is banished face down, you cannot do anything with it. You cannot add it back. You can't use it at all. And Ghostrick Skeleton can banish a total of 5 at max. Yet if he's the only monster on the field, he will hit just 1. So that is still very, very useful. And so Ghostrick Skeleton is really nice just to make your opponent deck out. And then we have Tour Guide from the Underworld. We're using her to make a quick Ally card. We're running 2 of her, so that way we can make a quick Ally card and then make a quick Spoiled Angel, and also pop some back row. And then we're running 3 Yugioh. She searches Ghostrick monsters from the deck up to whose level is equal to or less than the number of Ghostrick monsters face up on the field at that time, which she's a Book of Moon. And all Ghostrick monsters, they can flip themselves face down. If you don't already know, Karkadi, because most of your plays will pretty much go off during your opponent's turn for the main part, unless you're doing Spoiled Angel. So Karkadi works really well. You can get off multiple searches and then Karkadi, which is very nice. Cat Girl, she's very important to the lock. You can lock your opponent out from, they can still summon, but yet her effect says as long as you control another Ghostrick monster, any level 4 or higher monster that is summoned is flipped to face down defense position, which is really good. There is another card that's in this deck that keeps your opponent from flip summoning, so if you can get out her and that card, your opponent can't really summon at that point, which makes it really, really hard. And then running Triple Doll. Doll is really nice because she's pretty much another Zhangxi. She flips all face up monsters on the field face down, and then you special summon one Ghostrick monster whose level is less than or equal to the number that was flipped face down. And yeah, that's the only problem, is that her effect is mandatory, so it's kind of hard to get rid of her, because I'll explain that a little bit later, because it will involve another card. Because again, that card that I talked about, how it keeps the opponent from flip summoning, you can make combos with her with it, yet it's really hard. Anyways, this is one of our stall cards. This is Ghostrick Jack Frost. If your opponent deals a direct attack, you can summon him and that monster goes face down. This card does not target, which is really good. Ghostrick Lantern, if they attack a Ghostrick monster or attack directly, you can negate the attack and he will summon himself. Oh, no, don't follow me, just Lantern. And then we're running 1 Mary. Mary's is good, yet you have to take damage in order to activate Mary. So I only run 1, because I'm trying to keep myself from taking damage. Like, that is Yugioh, don't take damage. So, Ghostrick Mary, you can drop her, and when you take damage and summon any Ghostrick monster from your deck in face down defense position. Triple Upstart for consistency, 2 Terraformings to search out all Ghostrick Parades, 2 dualities, not 3, I almost said triple, but yet we're only running 2 dualities to go through our deck a little bit more, and then 3 Parades. Parade is really important, and the way I play my deck, I do not attack, because I don't want to run into deepers, and I don't want to run into anything, and so Ghostrick Parade, it just makes it a little bit easier. Well, it doesn't make it easier, it just makes it pointless for me to attack, because your opponent cannot take any damage. And the other thing is that monsters can not attack face on the defense position monsters, but can attack directly if all of your monsters are face down. And every time your opponent declares a direct attack, you get a search. Yet the thing to note is that you guys can use these cards and one other card in this deck that can negate the attack, and you just get a free search. And you can then search out these guys. So you can go really quickly through your deck. And then we're running Ghostrick Vanish. This card is really great. You use reveal a Ghostrick monster, and no face-down defense precision monsters or Ghostrick cards, including spell and trap cards, can be destroyed this turn. So that is really good. Really good. And then this is the other stall card, Ghostrick Go Around. Your opponent does an attack. You flip one of your face-down monsters face up, and then flip one of their face-down monsters. Oh no, flip one of their face-up monsters face down. So it's really good. It does exactly what the OCG name is, which is roll shift. You pretty much change your flip the battle positions of two monsters, one your opponent and one your others, and you can also flip one of your face-up monsters face down, and flip one of your opponent's face-down monsters face up. So that can result in a couple of different combos. And then this is the lock card, the one that prevents your opponent from flip summoning. So the thing with this card is that you have to have a Ghostrick monster on the field in order for it to work. And so if you can get out two Ghostrick monsters, one of them being Cat Girl, and have this card, and all of your opponent's other monsters are face down, then you're really good. So if they attack into a doll, or you flip doll up with go around, they all go face down during the end phase, and then you special summon out a Cat Girl, you summon another one, you activate Ghostrick Knight. Your opponent can't flip summon at that point, and that becomes really well. They pretty much can't summon at all, and then all you need to do is get out Skeleton, and then it's GG. So, and as long as you have a Vanish. And it's possible to cycle these Vanishes. And yeah, that's the main deck. Again, this is a complete stall deck, so it's not very aggressive. It's just trying to go through its deck as quickly as possible. And then for extra deck, running Spoiled Angel. Spoiled Angel is really nice because if you can't get out Skeleton, she's a great alternative that's very easy to make. You can XD summon this onto any Ghostrick monster. There's 3 different ones, one of each level, so she's easy to make because all you need is 2 Ghostrick monsters of the same level pretty much. And she has 2 effects. The first effect is you can detach any XD material, and you can search out a Ghostrick spell or trap cards, which is very important. So if you need Parade, or if you need Night, or Go Around, that's really good. Then she also has an additional effect where you can attach any Ghostrick card from your hand to this card. So that includes the spell and trap cards and all the monsters. And so that becomes very useful because now you can keep on using her effect. But then if she gets 10 XYZ materials, you win the duel. She has a win condition, which is really nice. And so if you can't get out Skeleton, you can get out her, and you can get out all 3 of her, which is very possible, and then you can just have one that just gets a whole bunch of materials, and you still get off a whole bunch of searches. And it's really nice. And it is possible to add 2 in one turn with this card. You can flip her face down, flip up a face up monster, flip a face down monster your opponent controls face up, and then if you have a second one and you still have face down monsters, you can flip that one face up too. You can actually flip. Okay, if you have 2 of these guys and one of her, you can, and your opponent has a face down monster, you can flip her face down to flip theirs face up, and then flip her back face up with this card to flip that one face down. So it's really good. And then you can use her effect again. Yeah, it doesn't say. Yeah, you can use Volt effects again, I believe. Yeah, so you could get off another search, or you can add more than one material, which is really nice. The running Alucard, this is a really expensive one of the deck, yet it's he's pops set cards, which is what he does. So if it's a roll decree, it won't get popped if they chain it. Yet he can also pop monsters, but yet the real good thing about him that if he's detached from her, you can add back a Ghostrick card. You can add back Banish, you can add back Parade, you can add back the monsters. So he's really great to go even more plus with Spoiled Angel. Same thing happens with if you detach Dolahan, you will get off an additional search. One Levier, just rank 3s. Triple Succubus, this monster will target one card, face up monster on the field, and if its attack is less than, it has to be less than the total attack of all Ghostrick monsters on the field, and you can destroy it. So even if you just have her, you can destroy any monster with 14 or less. If you have some other monsters, you can destroy even more. Yet you can then destroy that monster, and that monster card zone cannot be used while you control a Ghostrick monster. If all of you end up going face down, like from Doll's effect, then they will be able to use that card, that monster zone. Yet Oh god, excuse me. Anyways, if you just constantly have one face-up Ghostrick, even if this card leaves the field or if this card goes face down, they still cannot use that zone. So sometimes you get a completely new field of monsters and they still cannot use that zone because you just managed to have one face-up at all times. Then we have Dolhorn. This is one of the oldest ones. Actually, I think Alucard is. This guy came out in Legacy of the Valiant, I believe. Actually, yeah. Yes. Shadow Spectres, Legacy of Valiant, and Cryo. And there has been no support from... I don't know why I did that. But anyways, he gains 200 attack for each Ghostrick card control, so that includes spell and trap cards. And you can have it attack. Really good. Mainly, I just use him to Exeon to Spoiled Angel. Like now, like the Ghostrick tech is all about Spoiled Angel, pretty much, because you just overlay into her, you get off searches for spell cards, and then you can go for Win Condition, which makes it a little bit easier. The Win Condition is unnecessary for this card, but yet it makes it nice. And then Utopia Roots, more stall, and Slacker, more stall. But pretty much all you need is 3 of the Ghostrick cards, and you can play this deck. It is really fun to play, really interesting, especially with Spoiled Angel, which makes it really interesting. Really good. I'd like to see her be a really nice holo if she ever comes out for the TCG. But besides that, that is the deck. Oh god. Again, this deck, a lot of your plays, because you're mainly just setting your monsters or maybe searching, and then you're just pretty much passing turn. So it's all about just stall and getting cards. If your opponent is attacking you and you have parade, then more than likely you're gonna go plus. If your opponent doesn't attack you, then it kind of becomes a grind game. It's really hard to play against this deck because it's like, oh, I need to kill them really quickly, they get to go plus. Oh, I don't attack, they can't get their cards, they can't go plus, but then the game goes out longer and they can maybe draw into it. So this game becomes very hard. This card is very annoying because it's like anything your opponent does, it just won't do much. And so the deck is really, really good, and I feel it's a very budget-friendly deck. I really hope a structure deck comes out for Ghostricks. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Konami does one for them, because they're all just so nice. Like, I used to have this entire deck, and it was really good, except for the tour guide side. Don't run tour guides without Spoiled Angel. God, what is with my throat today? Sorry if you guys are hearing that. But no, the deck, it's really fun to play, and God. Forgive me, guys, forgive me. I have sinned. But no, Exodius, he's a little bit iffy. If you want, you can take him out for Grand Mole, because that would be the only monster you could attack with, and he'd be annoying. Sometimes you don't even summon a monster, except for like Cargo D. But Exodius, he's just to get back mainly these guys. And Catgirl, or pretty much all of them. Because like, Shang-Chi, well, she's a searcher, so you don't necessarily need to get her back. You really need to get back Skeleton, Catgirl, and then these guys over here. But yeah, this is the deck. It's very consistent, it's very fun to play, and it normally when I played this deck, in fact I actually took it to locals. I lost at locals when I played it, but I was always the last person rolling, and so this deck can really take forever. So just a little bit warning for you guys, if you're playing it, it can annoy a lot of people because they don't like to play grind games, and this deck just forces your opponent into a grind game because it isn't really affected by a lot of cards like Shadol's. It just flips them face down, and who cares if they can't even attack your monsters because you're forcing them to attack directly, and even then you can use this guy or this guy to stop the attack. So yeah, we can use this guy against Construct, not against the attack. But yeah, this is the deck. Tell me what your Halloween deck is, guys. This is all for Halloween. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this deck profile and actually enjoy playing this deck. And I have to just say real quickly, yeah, Doll is my favorite Ghostrick. Yeah, Doll's my favorite Ghostrick out of all of them. She's just the cutest, I will say it. Spoiled Angel is the grown-up version of her, so I also like her a lot. If you notice in my Death Row video, she's my background for my Death Row duels. This is Yugioh Pro though. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out the annotations if I ever get around to doing them. I really need to. But if I get around to making annotations in my videos, they will be over here. And there will be, without a doubt, links in the description to my Facebook page and to swag bucks to help make this deck a reality for you. You can get all these cards using swag bucks for very quickly. But no, check out the Facebook link text and like me on Facebook. That'd be really nice. I do special things for Facebook, such as give them a warning or a heads up on what I'm doing. And when I'm doing openings, I will post pictures of all the holos I pulled from that earlier, the day of I opened them, pretty much. So that way, those people that are on Facebook get that advantage. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Bye.
Hey, if you could click on the links on the annotation to see the duel with this deck or some of my other videos, that would really help. And check out the links in the description to watch some of me and my friends' videos and even something that could help make this deck a reality for you. See you guys later. Bye.